It's here, Pooja Bajpayee at Shivaji Group of Institutions. Welcome you all in a video lecture class. Student, the class is for class 11 and today I am before you with English language portion and the topic that was running synthesis. So today we will discuss something about synthesis. So we have already discussed that synthesis is a combination of two simple sentences into one simple sentence, and it's also a combination of two simple sentences into one complex sentence, and it's also a combination of two simple sentences into one compound sentence. So in our previous lecture class we have started the combination of two simple sentences into one simple sentence, and we also have discussed some rules by which you can make simple sentences into one simple sentence. So in a previous lecture class we have discussed that there are seven rules of making simple sentences into one simple sentence. So the first one was use of participle. The first one was use of participle. So in that case we have discussed that participle is classified into three. It's classified into three. The first part of the participle is discussed, the present participle. In the present participle we came to know that it is the ing form of the verb. The present participle is the ing form of the main verb, and in this participle there is continuation of the verb. There is continuity of the verb. The work is going on continuously. Simultaneously the work is going on. Fine. And one more thing is that there is no time gap in the sentence. There is no time gap in the sentence. And one more thing is that subject is same in both the sentences. Subject is same in both the sentences. So I told you 3 or 4 methods or rules by which you can come to know that this particular sentence is framed by using present participle. So present participle denotes the continuity of the verb. The simultaneously work is going on and there is no time gap in the sentence, and subject is same in both the sentence. And one more sentence I have discussed with you: whenever is, are, am, was, were. These are the words when these words are used in the sentence. When these words are used in the sentence, is, are, am and was, were. So how you change the particular sentence? How you change the particular sentence? I am just going to discuss that thing with you. How will you change the particular sentence? So if the sentence is I am ill. This is the first sentence. I am ill. I did not. I am ill. I did not attend the class. Okay. So the first sentence. In the first sentence there is no main verb. So how, when there is absence of the main verb, so how will you change into present participle? Because present participle ing form is used with the main verb and there is no main verb. Am is used. Whenever is, are, am and am is used in the sentence, we just change it into being. So you can change like this: being ill, you have to put comma, being ill, I did not attend the class. Being ill, I did not attend the class. Because this one and this one is same, so you can use one subject over here. Fine. Being ill. So is, are, am and was, were are the family member of this one. This one is your main verb, and is, are, am and was, were, these are the family member of this one. The next sentence is for you. It was It was Sunday. The shops were. It was Sunday. The shops were closed. Fine. It was Sunday. The shops were closed. So, it being Sunday, comma, the shops were closed. The shops were closed. So these are three types of the sentence that is related to your present participle. Let's see the past participle, because your participle part is classified into three. Let's see the past participle. How will you change it? Past participle. So student, past participle is the third form of the main verb. It's the third form of the main verb. Fine. And how will you come to know that in the particular sentence past participle is used? Past in synthesis portion, past participle is worked as an adjective in the sentence. It does not work as a main verb in the sentence. It is worked as an adjective in the sentence. So, as an adjective, this one, it is the third form of the main verb. It is worked as an adjective in the sentence. And the next one, the Hindi meaning of this one is hua. Okay. Suppose that the sentence is written over here. It is a broken table. It's a broken table. And the next one is, it is my lost pen. Next one, it's my selected dress. Okay. So you have to find out past participle in the given sentence. So this one, and this one. So it's an easy way that you will get to know that these are the past participle, because this is the third form of the main, this is the third form of the main verb, and this is also the third form of the main verb. It is a broken table. So whenever the third form of the main verb is used before your noun, table is your noun. Have you got my point? Table is your noun, and before noun, third form of the main verb is used. So it is worked as an adjective in the sentence. It does not work as a main verb in the sentence. The sentence will be, there will be two sentences. It's a table. It's broken, so you can change it. You can combine it into it's a broken table. Either you can say it's my table, it's broken, so it's my broken table. It's my broken table. But the thing is that you have to recognize, you have to get to know that whenever the third form of the main verb is used in the sentence before your noun, the third form of the main verb is used in the sentence before your noun, so it is worked as an adjective in the sentence. It does not work as a main verb in the sentence. So this one is the past participle. This one is the past participle. So let's see the second sentence. In the second sentence, lost is used. So it is also a third form of the main verb, and it is also used before your noun. So it is also worked as an adjective in the sentence and doesn't work as a main verb in the sentence. Okay. So it's lost pen. It's my pen. It's lost. It's my lost pen. So you can frame the sentence. And one more thing you have to get to know that this is the combination of the simple sentence. And in the simple sentence, you use only one main verb. So this one, and this one, broken, lost, and selected. These three are the past participle in the sentence, it means these are non-finite verb. These are not the finite verb. Finite verb is the category of the main verb, but non-finite verbs are not in the category of the main verb. Fine. These are the main verb, but these are used not as a main verb in the sentence. Because broken, lost and selected, these are used as a adjective in the sentence, because there is no use of helping verb in the sentence. Because whenever we use broken, so we have to use has, have or hath. So that will be the tense of the present perfect tense. So have you got my point? It's my selected, it means ये मेरी selected की हुई dress है, we and one. This is the Hindi meaning of the particular sentence, and this is my lost pen. ये मेरा खोया हुआ pen है. It's my broken table. ये मेरी ये टूटी हुई टेबल है. So have you got this one? How will you use the past participle in the sentence? Let's see the perfect participle in the sentence. Perfect participle. Okay. Now perfect participle. So having plus third form of the main verb. Having plus third form of the main verb. This is the recognition of perfect participle. Whenever having plus third form of the main verb is used in the sentence, you will have to recognize that the particular sentence is your simple sentence and there is a use of perfect participle in the sentence. But how will you come to know that in the sentence you have to use perfect participle? How will you get to know? What are the symbols? What are the things that will make you realize that in the particular sentence you have to use perfect participle? Okay, fine. So the thing is that you have to get to know that there are two works. Two sentences you know, it's already known to you. Two sentences are there and two works are there. Two things are there, two happenings are there. But the first work is completely completed. The first work that is started, that is completely completed, and the second work is started. And the second work is started. So in that case, we can say that this is your perfect participle. This is your perfect participle. Okay. So the example of this one, the example of this will be continue or next video lecture class, and the use of perfect participle we will see in next video lecture class. Till then, thank you and have a nice day to all.